In River now, and I'm going to be editing this a bit differently. So instead of what is it, 8 times speed normally, I'm going with 32 times speed for early game, and in mid game instead of 64, it's 32 also. So it's going to be a shorter early game because you already know how that works, and longer late game, and you can see a chimchar, and that's going to be how I probably will do these for the rest of this series. Tell me if you prefer this. I don't know if you would or not. I'm not you. And it just means you can see the mobs a bit more, or I don't know. And yeah, that's about all that I have to say about that. And here I am trying to get my tempos. I do most of these games blind actually. So I have no idea where I should put my tempos or my supers for my tempos in the future, and I mainly just placing them and guessing, and you'll see that quite a bit in other games also, especially in what's it called, Super Monkey Lane, where I just sell a tempo like 3 times because I have no idea where I'm going, and most of these I do first try. The only one I didn't do first try was indoor pools, where I had to do it a few times because I kept getting greedy on how much money I wanted, because that's the hardest map I could find, and it took me a few tries to not die of just greed because I kept running out of money. Or sometimes I would try to stick with the tempo with a bit longer before getting more, and that's the only one. And I did that one first so that I could know I could do it with tier 0 powers, and of course I could do it because 1-3 ice OP. And yeah, here we are going through the rounds. You can see the Bloons getting a bit further, a bit more clearly now, of course, because it's a bit slower. And I'll be dying pretty soon, I guess. Let's see how many tempers I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think. Is that 9? Okay, guess 9 temples. Not that many. Yeah, and just filling the map with tech towers. I have plenty of money this time in comparison. Oh, here we go, 87. Bloons going quite a bit far. Oh yeah, that's actually really far. And yeah, that's probably why I died next round. Hooray, because the Moabs would just kill me just as the round starts, as like most of the videos in this series so far, I just about die. Isn't that great? And yeah, I'm still kind of building defense. You saw that ice tower. I'm looking for more spots to place ice towers because I'm low on ice. Imagine having 5 ice abilities. That's hardly anything. And yeah, I guess for earlier rounds it doesn't matter too much because there's less balloons, so you need less ice towers. But it still would be nice to have more. And I think that's why I die most of the time, because I'm trying to spare my ice abilities, and then that ends up with me dying because there's Moabs that are too fast. And yeah, when you're doing these, make sure you try to stack your ZOMGs properly with the ice ability. So whenever a ZOMG gets to the top, as you should see soon, there will be a... I try to stall them when they reach the front, and that's just so that they all take as much damage as possible, given the time, because the ZOMGs at the exit, well, at the end of the line, if you normally just stall them all once they're on screen or something like that, they will have so much little damage taken in comparison to the front, because they won't be hit by all the projectiles. They'll only be hit by like a few because of lucky angles, and this just makes a lot more lucky angles happen if they're on top of each other for obvious reasons. And yeah, that's what you want to do. It does mean that they're a bit further up, but most of the time it's going to be worth it. And this map, I believe one of the problems again for dying is that there's not enough time for the tech tower ability to come back before I can use it again. The next round was the next round it will start, and I end up not having enough time, and that's why I die, because I would have used it earlier otherwise, which is why I activated them immediately. And yeah, that's about it. Hope you enjoyed. Take care.